welcome to Puggy's Corner. And this morning I've got something real special. It's not just interviewing the local people. This year I've brought in two specialists from up north, and they belong to what we call the Champlain Valley Ghost Hunters. And the two men that I'm going to be introducing, the first one is my son Tracy, and then the second one will be his son Nicholas. And first of all, Tracy, I'd like to have you give a little bio of yourself, a background of your education, and what your job, what you do, and your family, and this sort of thing. Just kind of give us a little bio of yourself.
Okay, I'm currently married. I have 4 adult children. I'm currently in a master's degree program for mental health counseling at Johnson State, and I should be in my last semester, hopefully, this semester. And I'm currently a Vermont certified substance abuse counselor, drug and alcohol counselor.
What do you like to do in your spare time, Trace? Do you have anything special you like to do? Fish, hunt?
Well, when I do have spare time, I like to do metal detecting. I got that habit from my dad. He's an avid metal detector.
Don't you do something else too? Don't you kind of dibble and dabble in writing books too?
Oh yeah, and that's partially why I get into what I'm doing. Is I write horror stories. First book's The Mill, and most of you people in the local area have it. Thank you very much. And the second one is Vermont Maple, which, of course, the people who haven't know that Puggy's the hero of the day in that book. So I'm working on my third one. Believe it or not, it'll be done. It'll be done here shortly. I just got to get out of school.
Good, thank you, Tracy. Nicholas, let's get a little background of you. Where you go to school, what are you doing now? What's your educational background, and where you're working? And
okay. Currently, right now, I'm working at Fletcher Allen Hospital in Burlington, Vermont. I am a systems administrator helping out fixing any problems with any of the applications for the hospital. I moved up to Vermont in 2009, and I moved up from Newark, Delaware. I have 2 kids myself, and the change up north was quite dramatic when it came to dealing with the weather and stuff. What I do in my spare time besides work is I do like video editing and taking a look into audio pieces and cutting audio, and I'm in school for that now also. I'm going to CCV currently. I plan on finishing that up, and I plan on going to Burlington College to go for documentary filmmaking.
Great, good. What we're going to be talking about today, I guess, is something about ghost hunting and this sort of thing. But as you were traveling down, did you pick up any ghosts coming down?
No, but we brought some with us.
You brought some with you, yeah?
Just for you.
But nobody was hitchhiking, so you didn't bring any of them?
We would stop if they were.
Oh, okay. So I guess my first question to you two is, how did you guys ever get started in this Champlain Valley Ghost Hunters?
Do you want to start, son? Or?
Yeah, sure. We actually started together as father, so we both had kind of like an interest in the paranormal. And the ghost stories, as I was a kid, 4th grade, I read my first ghost story and absolutely loved it. Loved the little thrill I got out of reading something scary. And I've always been fascinated with it. I'm a huge fan of horror movies. I saw Night of the Living Dead, my first horror movie, when I was like 7 or 8, and just was interested. I don't know why, but so we've shared our interests, and we've talked a lot about anything that we've ever experienced, or things that we would like to experience. And we attended an event in the summer of 2009, and we kind of learned a little bit about the paranormal field, what it takes to conduct an investigation, the whole entire process from front to back. And we had a lot of help from some very good friends of ours that are pretty big in the paranormal world. And they still continue to contact us, and we've worked with them. But with our shared interest, we wanted to start a formal group. And so we decided on Champlain Valley Ghost Hunters. We came up with the name, and we set up a team. And so far, I mean, it started out a little slow, but we've gotten quite a lot of people interested in, doing their businesses or their homes, and things have been getting faster and faster and more intense since.
And bigger investigations. To add to that, we both are like in the helping field. Me counseling and Nick in the hospital industry, and I think it's in us to want to reach out to help individuals, and that's really one of the main reasons, other than wanting to help document that side of reality, is to help individuals who are experiencing stuff and it's being a traumatic experience to them.
Are there any other groups like this in the state of Vermont? Are you the only ones, or do you guys get together and kind of have a conflab? Or?
Well, we haven't yet because of our schedules mainly. We haven't had time to contact them, but there is a big group in the Burlington area, which is called Pine. And
Pine?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the acronym for it. And they've made attempts at contacting us, and we've tried to contact them, and we're playing tag.
It's our schedule.
And it's mainly Nick's and my schedule. We both work full time, and I go to school, and he goes to school, so it's difficult. And I'm sure there's others. Nick
I know
of
one. I think it's called Viper, and that's based in I think southeast Vermont, and I don't know like the exact location. But when we first started doing this, we actually at first looked at trying to find a group to potentially possibly join, because we knew starting our own group would be a little bit tougher. So we actually did look, and we really did not find anything like out on the web or anywhere else. And we actually found out about other groups after we started our own group. So there is other groups, and we like Tracy said, there's no like contest against each other's group. There are times where we would like to talk with another group or work with another group. It's just either their group is busy doing something when we try to contact them, or we have something coming up. It's just a matter of conflicting time. And so, I mean, one of the big things with us is we are a no drama group, and we completely believe that the paranormal community should be united as opposed to divided, because we're all here for one purpose. And a united front will help out more than a divided front. So
yeah, in the industry there's no drama, but there's the normal family drama that goes on in amongst our own group. So
right. Well, let me ask you another question here. How many investigations has your group really taken part in?
11. 11 with other groups and other people. About 9 by ourselves, I think it is.
Yeah.
Just as our group. Like I said, we just started this late 2009, and the year of 2010 was kind of our starting point.
Because we had to build up our equipment and stuff.
Build our equipment, build our contacts.
Get a website.
We've already had 3 already this year since January 1st, and we've got 6 or 7 more already lined up. But yeah, I mean, we've worked with a lot of other people, a lot of other groups. We've met a lot of people nationwide, and have we've worked with some people that are on TV, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. We've done investigations with them. Eastern State Constantinos, yeah, a lot of people. So we've done quite a bit of investigating and got a lot of experience in different places. About 13 total so far.
And a lot of people don't understand is because they see it on television that we go in with something like maybe 10 pieces of equipment that are recording anywhere from 4 to 8 hours worth of time of investigation. And it takes because of our work schedules and our personal schedules, and this being nonprofit and not paid, we have to do it whenever we have time, and that's reviewing every bit of the information that we collect.
Now, hearing you two talk here, is there any, do you have to really take a course on this, or what education do you have to get to really get into this?
They do, like my son mentioned, they have conferences, they have some what they call boot camps and stuff like that, and basically people who are in the industry, such as the TAPS people or the the Atlantic Paranormal Society, which is Jason and Grant. It's on Ghost Hunters on the History Channel, Sci-Fi Channel, excuse me. They put out conferences and meet and greets, and at the same time they're doing that kind of stuff, they give little classes on what they recommend for equipment, how to operate it, and why, and what you can do with it. And then there's other people like Sid Schultz, who used to work with the Ghost Hunters people, Jason and Grant, but he's branched out onto his own now and does events, paranormal events like this, and gets people to come in and share their experiences and share their knowledge, like the Constantinos are. The
biggest thing is it's not a defined science. There's no way that anyone has grown a ghost in a lab or anything like that in a controlled experiment. So because of that, there's a lot of learn as you go, and it's evolved throughout the years. I mean, it started well in the, in the 1800s, late 1800s and early 1900s is when the first recorded ghost hunters actually took place. But as we do, they're the events that anyone in the public can go to. I know Shannon Sylvia does host some too, where you go to like a location and then they'll talk about experiences or how to use some equipment.
Meet and greet.
There's meet and greets with some of the people that are on the TV shows. The biggest thing though is that as you do this, they do an investigation afterwards. You kind of pick up what they do, maybe certain techniques, and that's why we want and we strive for a unified front when it comes to the paranormal community, because stuff that they're doing, we could easily pick up on and help us out, and also stuff that we're doing, that group could also pick up on. So it's kind of a learn as you go.
So learn as you go, and it's an evolving type situation.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever come across a place that seemed promising but had very little or no activity at all?
We went to Eastern State Penitentiary.
Where was that located?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia.
And we went there because of the television shows that we've seen, and it's highly paranormal activity. And it's been well documented by Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters.
Even on the History Channel documentaries.
Yeah, and so the whole team rented a van. We went down and packed up and went down. And if anything could go wrong, it went wrong. It was like something was trying to stop us from going there. But we persevered and kept going. And we got down there, and when the good Lord gave us a torrential downpour the whole night. And of course, an old prison that's no longer in use, it was built in the 1800s, has its holes, has no soundproofing. And we got some evidence, but we spent a good 6 hours there, 8 hours there, and it wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
I'd say for me, it was a place we did in Maine. It was shown on the investigation was actually shown on the show Paranormal State on A&E, and there was a lot of inconsistencies that were displayed on the show that the owner of the place then told us, oh no, such and such grave marker that they found in the woods was not a grave marker. It's actually a remembrance marker for a family member who had died. And we drove to Maine. They had a lot of activity on the show. Supposedly. And the owner of the place she was really nice, but she talked up a lot of activity as well. So we were kind of excited. We had probably 2 things happen, and it was before setup of the investigation and after setup of the investigation, and they were very minute. Nothing at all happened.
That could be documented as, it's strange activity, and plus we slept the night in this place. We spent the whole night there, Dad.
Did you get a night's sleep?
Yeah, I did.
I did too.
Let me ask you, what location is the most active for you?
Wow, that's hard to say for us. We went back to Eastern State Penitentiary and did an investigation with Ghost Adventures, Zach, Nick, and Aaron. And I think the activity there was awesome to me.
When it picked up, yeah. A lot of the local places,